52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gun! Stand up in. Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
58 to Mike, 58. 11. Left.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Grade 15.
Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Wentz going to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
45's the mic. Hey, stash.
Working from the gun, Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Long coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now Ryan on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
81.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Buying tough, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got black. Come on. We got 4. Hey, grade 15. Grade 15. Hey, stash.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations.
82.
You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Goal.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 31 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
We would like to remind you that players inside.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bruce Irvin bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, Stash. Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because the running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go play action here on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Let's go.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
82.
Wentz now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
Solid.
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Gun. We got 4. 54, south.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Get up. Single. Hey, red blitz.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. A 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickell Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want the pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check number 19. 82. Hey, stat. 45. Gold. 45. Ram. Hey, gray 15.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Black. Shoot this side. We got 3. Great.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Hey, watch foot. Left.
On second down, here's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight right. Hey, express. 4 down. Check. 21.
On third down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Tuesday.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Forced out to his, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Chris Long in there to drop him for his second sack now
21.
here tonight.
Wait! 58
To throw on second down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Wait! Let's get off the field, D. 12. 20. Get up!
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down.
Let's make these babies crawl.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there on the 50-yard line post-game because sibling rivalries, One always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires. MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Rip, rip.
45. Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Wrap, wrap, wrap. Lion, lion.
Throwing his Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructing. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
22. 21. 21.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Hey, let's go.
But correct.
39.
No pick, just incomplete that time.
11. Comes to me, it's me. Wait. You got it. Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
58, right up. 12. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throwing deep here, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 32 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And out now come the Eagles. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
82. Hey, 74. Lion.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
let's go.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
59's Mike. Black. Check, 59. Hey, 74.
Back to throw, Wentz. And it's caught. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.